All praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadosh, Rabban, student of the Apostle, Great Millstone, and Citation Wakim, teach all of truth and sincerity. This video title, gonna be a perpetual hatred. So this is Ezekiel 35, verse 1. It says, "Moreover, the word of Yahweh came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir, and prophesy against it." And Mount Seir is Esau, Edom, because they call it, that was Esau's dwelling place. They call it today Petra, but that was his home. That was his homeland, where he dwelt. And verse 3 says, "Say unto it, Yahweh power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate." And we're supposed to prophesy the coming destruction and downfall of Esau, Edom, the red Hebrew Edomites queendom, which is called America, which is Babylon. And we're supposed to tell them that the Lord hates you, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua hates you with a righteous hatred. You're going into slavery for 1,000 years, and then you're gonna be executed. It's not gonna be a smooth sentence. It's not gonna be a really smooth sentence because you're not gonna be showed any mercy. Because you showed no mercy to our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. You didn't show us any mercy. You didn't show favor to the old or young, or the women at all, or the men. Basically, it was to tell you how the scriptures was truthfully going to happen to you, you know. Anyway, this is verse 4. "I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate. Thou shalt know that I am Yahweh, because thou hast a perpetual hatred, and shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, and the time of their calamity and the time of their iniquity had an end." And they've done that in the captivities that we were under them. When we were in the Roman when we were in captivity under the Romans, which was the same people, or we were under the captivity when we were in captivity under the Greeks, which are the same nation, the same people, you know, because the Romans and the Greeks same. So it's like they didn't show us any mercy during those times, and they didn't show us any mercy during the time we went through their lands, trying to go through their lands to get to the land of Israel. When we were in the wilderness, they didn't show us any kindness then, because they always had a perpetual hatred with us ever since birth. There was always a perpetual. There was always a separation between the Jacob and Esau. There was always tension between the two, you know. But this is Ezekiel 35, verse 6. It says, "Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Seeing thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee." So Esau, he's not going to escape. He's not going to escape Slocky. He's not going to escape the judgment that's going to come upon him. He's not going to escape captivity. He's not going to escape all the things that's going to befall him, because he basically because he shed the blood upon this land, and all the atrocities they committed against them, they're not going to escape what Yahweh Hashem Yahushua has planned for them. This is Exodus chapter 17, verse 3, verse 6. It's Exodus. It's Exodus 17, verse 16. For he said, because Yahweh has sworn, for Yahweh will have war with Amalek from generation to generation. So the Heavenly Father Yahweh, he hates Esau, the red Hebrew Edomite. He's gonna have war with him from generation to generation. He hates Esau, with a righteous hatred, because Esau, the so-called white man, not the so-called white man, well, they call themselves white, but they're really red. Esau, the red man, he's going to, the Lord's going to have a righteous hatred for him forever. This is Psalms 25, verse 19. It says, consider my enemies, for they are many, and they hate me with a cruel hatred. And Esau, he hates, he's an enemy of our nation, and an enemy of Hashem Yahushua. And Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, Yahweh shows that Esau hates him with a cruel hatred. Esau has and we as the Lord's sons, we hate Esau with a righteous hatred, because he committed a bunch of atrocities against our people. And it talks about that in the Obadiah. It talks about Esau doing all manner of wickedness against our nation. It says, this is Obadiah, and it says, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed. And that's the top scholar and the mighty men of war of Esau. Well, more than likely the top scholars of Esau, it says, why did that? Slocky, why did it do that? Slocky, why did it do that? That's bugged out. I ain't even pressed no button. That was bugged out. Slocky for that. I was Obadiah, verse 9. It says, that's the top men of Esau, the top warrior, mighty men of Esau shall be dismayed. It says, it's Obadiah, verse 9. It says, thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Because Esau has committed many atrocities against our nation multiple times, and because he hates us with a generational hatred. It says in verse 11, in the day that thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the stranger carried away captive his forces, and foreigners enter into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as one of them. Because Esau never was a loyal brother. He was never a loyal brother. He always would come against us and take part in our destruction, and take part when we like say a person is close to you. He when you're down and out, they take part in your downfall. They don't lift you up, or they don't help you out. That was Esau. He would take part in with the people that were bringing us down at the time. He would bring right along with them instead of helping your brother at the time that he needs you. But no, you just go against him, and when he fall, you right along bringing him down with the rest of the people are doing the same thing. You're gonna go along with them. And he was right there casting lots for our possessions, helping the foreigners that took us down, and had no care in line. He just thought it's okay for you to go down, because once you go down, I can take your place. Because that's what they did. Once we were down, they put themselves in our place, saying that they were the people of the Lord, and that we're some Africans and some niggas and spics and Mexicans over here. They took our heritage and made it their own. When it's not their heritage, it's not that's not their position. That's our position. We're the children of Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. They're heathens. They were put by. They took our nationality and made it their own. When it's not, and they changed the language and took out the scriptures. Which is anyway, Salaki, verse 12, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brothers in Salaki, this is Obadiah, verse 12, it says, but thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother in the day that he became a stranger, neither shouldest thou have rejoiced over the children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. So they and it's talking about these red Hebrew Edomites. They should have never did what they did, and now they're gonna get judged for what they did, for all the atrocities they committed. It says verse 13. It says, thou shouldst not have entered into the gate of my people in the day of their calamity, and thou shouldst not have looked on their affliction. Thou shouldst not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor laid hands on their substance in the day of the calamity. And they took our different items out of our temples, out of our places, and put them in their homes and their different in the Vatican. There are a lot of things in the Vatican that belong to us. They took our substance. They took our different things that we had amongst our people. They took that from us and kept it for themselves as souvenirs. A lot of things they've taken from us, which we're gonna get back, because they have taken it from. We're gonna get it back in abundance. But they should never did that, but they did. but they're gonna get judged for it. This is Obadiah verse 14. Neither shouldst thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldst thou have delivered up those of them that did remain in the day of distress. And they're going to receive, basically, for everything, every little thing, every big thing, every small thing. They're going to receive harsh judgment for all the things they have done to the 12 tribes of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans. I'm going to skip down to 18. It says, this is Obadiah verse 18. The house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau, and the house of Esau for stubble. They shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau, for Yahweh Yahshua has spoken it. So it will be no remaining of Esau. Esau will be like a dream, because all what he done to the nation of Israel, once after 1,000 years, he's going to be extinct, because that's his punishment. He's going to serve captivity for 1,000 years, because he that in captivity shall go into captivity, and he that killed the sword shall be killed with the sword. So basically Esau is going to go through harsh enslavement and harsh enslavement, then be executed, for his perpetual hatred towards the nation of Israel. So I'm gonna say all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bashim Kakadash. I'm on the of the Apostle Grave Hillsong, citation Joachim, teach all true sincerity and Shalom. Shalom, all praise, honor and glory to Yahweh Bashim